There we go. I think we're good. With any luck, we will be live. Just doing some minor tweaks to the robot code. With any luck, thought I'd bring you guys in on it. I think we're good. Not too much to this code, guys. It is this is my super duper Arduino Rover project that has been around for 3 years now, and I've reworked this code completely, and I'm pretty happy with the results. I just got to do some minor edits. I've already done a fair bit of the mods that I wanted to do, and I think we're in good shape. Yeah. I'm just getting used to this is a different YouTube setup, the way I'm doing the live here. I wonder if I can. I'm just gonna check in the dashboard here. This is messed up. This isn't normally this isn't like my normal stream setup at all. It's basically a quick and dirty go live function in YouTube, and I do not like it at all. I wonder if I can. Processing archive. How do I can't see the chat. Man, I do not like this setup. Oh, well, make the best of it for tonight. We'll see what happens. I don't even know whether it's going to save the video because this whole dashboard is in beta, but I've done some minor edits here, and I think I'm in good shape. Let me just make sure before I put my foot in my mouth. I'll make sure it compiles still. Make sure I didn't dark up any of the code. Compiled. We're good. I haven't wrecked it. I'll go ahead and pull the serial monitor up. Operation system starting. System check. Awaiting commands from mission control. Awesome. I think we are in good shape. Yeah, that'll work. I think we're good. So this rover is now awaiting us to tell it what to do. And with down here in the commands, 1 through 9 should set this up as the different durations. So 1 will be the lowest, 9 should be the highest. Perfect. This sets the duration that the robot's going to move if we send it a command. And F should take it forward. Good. I've got the motors disconnected right now, and it got angry and said forward is blocked. So this is the semi-autonomous mode that it's using the distance sensor, and that code seems to be working too, which is actually pretty cool. Pretty happy with that. I think B is back up. Yeah, reverse. So F should move it. This is all by serial, so I do this over Bluetooth usually. That's why I'm having a little trouble here, just reminding myself how it works. I'm used to the cell phone keypad, and a command of S should do the complete all stop command, which it did. Perfect. We're in good shape. I like that. That's pretty cool. And I'm just trying to see whether this YouTube dashboard is going to work at all. Actually, I should check my stream too. Yeah, we're in good shape. Because I can see we have viewers, but I can't see the chat. Hey, if you're out there, throw something in the chat. All right. So the duration seems to work. We gotta try. Let's try left turn. Yep, left turn works. And right turn works. And the duration is moving 2000. We can change that. So for each of these commands, it's quite simple. The robot will just move as we tell it to. Well, if we're lucky. Other buttons here. Come on. There we go. The distance sensor on the front is only active when the code tells it to. So if we move down, say we commanded a forward distance, the first thing it's going to do is take a forward distance measurement. This is the semi-autonomous mode that I put into this code, and it seems to work pretty good so far. Beginner's tech, hey, working. We are alive. Hey guys. Sorry, I'm just testing out the new beta YouTube live dashboard. I just thought I'd do a quick little stream while I was working on the robot. So the semi-autonomous function works, and we've got a distance of 35 centimeters that we block any more forward movement, so we don't get too close to things. And now it works really, really well, much better than the fully autonomous mode. So it should actually, the forward should return, if the code's still working. Yeah, finished. It'll report the finished only if it gets through the full movement. So we command the robot forward, and if it totally succeeds, it'll tell us finished. Otherwise, it's going to tell us forward blocked. And if I do that again, except if I block the front, it should say perfect. The semi-autonomous it's working absolutely stellar. I'm really, really happy with this code. I like the full autonomy, but this is so much cooler, so much more like a Mars robot, like a Mars mission type thing. Because what I'm going to do is I have a camera that you'll see in the video that'll be on it, and what I'll use is the Raspberry Pi and send back slow scan images, just like if this thing was on a faraway planet. And just like the real Mars rover, you send commands and you need to wait for it to happen, and you don't necessarily know it's complete until it reports back. And that's why I put these reporting functions in every movement, completed or not completed. And if they're not completed, well, it's just because it was blocked. And the right turn function, the right and the left turn functions don't have monitoring, because I don't have the sensors pointing out to the side yet. So it can bump into things going sideways, going right and left, but it is the way it is, unfortunately. And if I remember right, I think I put in the void which way here. What I did is, if at this stage, if say we don't have imaging, but we need the rover to report back, hey, which way do I go? You do which way, W, in this case, W for serial, and it'll measure left, right, and forward distances. This thing is sitting on the desk here, so there's some obstructions. And actually the 3D printer's right there. So it measured the three distances. So now we have kind of like an idea of what's in front of it, even if we don't have the video to go by. But it gets even better. I think I checked this function. I wish I would have brought you guys in before a little sooner, because I've already tested a lot of these functions right before I went live. But the total halt is working. It just forces all motors high, which actually just holds them as a brake. And that's working perfect. Some blip and buzz for the speaker. But this is the one I'm really, really proud of. Let's see if it works still, because usually live things don't work with any luck. I guess we should figure out. let's figure out that I'm sending the right command because I actually changed this. Oh yeah, I changed it to a V. So if we send V to the rover over serial, it'll perform a radar sweep and do a full radar look at what's around it. Hopefully, if it still works. Let's see if it works. What the heck? My keyboard moved too. Sonar sweep initialized, and you can probably hear. I'll put it up so you can see it. You can see the distance sensor slowly moving across, and it's measuring every so often through the entire arc, and then it will sweep back, and you can cross-reference those results all the way back. So it basically just does a full radar view of what's in front of it and around it, which is really, really cool because you can take this data once it's done doing its sweep. Sonar sweep complete, awaiting next command, working perfect. So you can actually take this data, and if you wanted, you could set this up better than what I did. This goes by position and distance. You could graph it right in Arduino serial, but because we're doing long-range commands to the rover, simulated Mars, we have lots of time to post-process these. So what you can do is you can actually just copy them right out of your serial monitor, whatever one you're using. I don't know whether I'll keep using the Arduino IDE. And you just copy and paste these into any graphing plotting, such as Excel is what I use. And it works really good. You can actually get yourself a radar plot. And if you wanted to change the format slightly to this and get rid of, put it into a mode where it doesn't report this text, you can bring it right into processing. And there's actually some really cool sketches out there where processing does it as a real radar screen, which is really, really neat. And I may implement that later, but right now, because I've got these texts in here, it screws up processing, and it doesn't work with their sketch. I'd have to see whether I can basically pay no attention, put maybe a preamble on this, and in the serial output from the Arduino, and just put it in this for loop right here, the print measuring distance and position. Maybe I could get it to ignore it. I'm not sure. I don't think I'll really bother with that anytime soon, because what I want is I want to set this thing up to be able to sort of plunk it in the backyard on a larger chassis, and just leave it there and just send commands like every so often, maybe once an hour, maybe a couple times a day, whatever, and just play with it. So really simulating an off-Earth mission, hopefully. We'll see. And build mod hack, beginners tech, and John. Hey guys, cool stuff. Glad you could join. Okay, so that function works flawless. I didn't break that. I wanted to put a little bit more serial feedback in that, but I don't think I will tonight. I think I'll leave that alone. Let's just save this because I can't remember whether I did. I wanted to change. Look at this. It's kind of it's not the messiest of code, but it's not the best either. Somewhere I want to add, let's get rid of that because I don't like that naming. It just looks silly. This is just only for setup, only on startup. This is my fake operating system startup. If you guys want to make something look kind of neat to people who don't really know the programming inside and out, you can just put all kinds of serial print lines in your setup functions and add just brute force delays on them, and it kind of looks like an OS starting. You could actually dot it across. You could do a for loop and stuff in here, but I just did that strictly for show, just to, I don't know, make it fun when I give this code out. When the video goes live, this code will be out there for everyone to have. Beginners Tech, how long are you planning on live streaming? Not long. I apologize. I already had most of the legwork done on this before I decided to try this new YouTube dashboard. And yeah, sorry, I just wanted to get this finalized before I do the final video on this robot. And I really wanted the code to be as clean and as good as possible. I'm actually pretty proud of this. So if you look in the void loop, this is the size of my void loop. That is literally it in the loop structure, and then from there everything is referenced elsewhere. To me, this is clean, other than this kind of mess for the distance sensor outside the loop. Yeah, it's not inside of a void, but it works. I don't know, I just like the way this works. It works for me. It makes sense in my head that I have these kind of subsections. So void kit command is one of the big ones here. This is all the serial input, and then we have all of our movement commands. Like move forward is actually kind of a big one here. It has a little bit involved because of the measuring and the silly serial prints. I could put these serial prints in their own area and then just use variables for the numbers and stuff. I should do that. That would clean this up a lot. Then I wouldn't have these repeats. Because void back, yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too busy of a code section. The which way, not too bad. The brakes, the total halt. I should change the name of that. Maybe people elsewhere won't know what total halt means. I should just change that void to brakes. I should do that before I make this live. I think I will. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just do that for now. I'll remember to go back to that. I'll do it later after we're done. Beginner's Tech said, your code is a lot cleaner than my code. Thanks, buddy. That's not too bad. This one's... you should see the previous version of this, the fully autonomous mode. I don't know whether you saw my videos when I had this. I have this a separate set of code. It's on my website and GitHub, where the robot can go into from manual control to fully autonomous, and the code it's a freaking wreck. It is. I'm not really proud of it. I don't think. So now, what happens? This is a function I tested right before. So the way I'm using the serial this way, it will actually buffer. So if you wanted to move, well, you can, here's an example, right, left, right, left, right, left, and the rover will execute them in time with each other. It's moving really, really fast here because the motors are disabled, and it doesn't need to wait for them to complete. But it does buffer, so we can send numerous commands from mission control, and it will work. So yeah, pretty silly. It's just silly stuff. And I think we're good. I don't think I want to do any more to this tonight. I'm pretty happy with this. The sonar sweep function's working. I think I can go ahead and do the YouTube video on this and make the code available. I learned more from this silly little robot than any other project that I had in the early years. This was the very first Arduino project device that I purchased, and I remember it just being completely Greek to me, and I learned a ton from this thing. So I hope other people can take the code and make it useful. That's why I'm kind of agonizing over the structure and the comments here. I've got to flesh out the comments for V3. Sorry if the font's hardly visible here, guys. I think I'll put in a couple more links. Oh yeah, I gotta fix this too, because my YouTube channel changed names. Yeah. I'll just fix that after. What else has changed since the last time I worked on this code? I started developing this code October 20th when I went to the mission control style code, and then I had to put it down because I got busy with the Hackaday prize. And V2, I didn't put a date when I worked on that. I think I worked on that right around New Year's. I can't remember. Anyway, we're on V3 anyway, which is actually version 30 plus for the overall my usage of this robot. Beginner's Tech said the robots are great to learn Arduino. I couldn't agree more. It's I learned so much from this thing. It's just crazy. Apologize. It's not the most entertaining stream, guys. It's just me going back through, and we know the code works now. Everything is working as intended. So now what I'm doing, because I'm a content creator and I share these things out on Git, as well as my site, I want to just try and make it as user-friendly as possible. And I think I could put quite a few more comments in, and then maybe get rid of these old, that old functions for the... I had it beep numerous times during the void setup, and it was just total waste of time and annoying, so we'll get rid of those. I think I could put some comments around this, but it is kind of self-explanatory. But I should comment like head servo, because that's specific to the servo library. I'm thinking I should put a bunch more comments in here. Yeah. Well, I did comment it pretty good. I should put some more in though. I think I will. Alright guys, I know this is like watching paint dry unless you're really into C++ code. I think we're in good shape. I think I'm going to call it for tonight, and I'll go ahead and put some more comments and do the final mods on this. I'll do the video, and I will put it up for all to have. Hopefully people can use it. My early videos on this silly robot are actually some of the highest view videos, or most ongoing, not highest views. My highest views is like my RFID videos, but they're really, really popular. They seem to be highly searched, and I understand why, because I remember it being a nightmare to try and figure out how to code a robot. It was just tough. Yeah, I think we're good. One more look at the chat. John said, I'm glad to see projects again. That's what I like about this channel. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, John. I was so busy with so many different projects, and I didn't show enough that I was still building in the background, because I'm getting I get lost in the minutia trying to make a good quality video, and forget to just put some raw content out there. So things will get back to normal. I got a couple of really cool big builds coming, and they're going to be long and ongoing. And if you guys are interested, well, I can throw it live while I'm developing them if you want. I have a lot of code to write for a couple of projects, but it's going to be tricky because I almost hate to show it, because some of it is areas that I don't have my own code that I can recycle again. A lot of my own code I recycle over and over in my projects. I just cut and paste different sections and reuse it in new sketches. But these ones, I don't think I have a lot of, like the LCD display stuff and the OLED stuff, I can repurpose a lot of that. But when it comes to, I have to do voltage and current monitoring. Voltage monitoring, no problem. I just simple voltage divider. But the current monitoring, the sensors I haven't even used yet. They're I2C. So it might be not the best stream, because some of it is, for me, is just Googling the stuff. I just type my search into Google, how do I use this particular sensor? Show me the data sheet for this sensor. And it's not real entertaining, but yeah. Beginner's Tech said, do them live. I know I will enjoy it. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. All right. Well, thanks for joining tonight, guys. I appreciate you dropping by. Hopefully, you guys had an awesome night. Make something cool this week, and hopefully things treat you well. I will. John said the big stuff coming line so secretive. Yeah, there's so. Well, it's not a secret. I mentioned it before. I just don't go into the details. The big project that I really need to get moving on is the portable education system, the portable classroom. Basically, computers, projectors, Raspberry Pis, projectors in a portable case, as well as a portable satellite downlink, which I have already tested. You've seen a couple of videos on the channel, and multiple support systems thereof. So basically a system for communication and presentation that's man portable, and has some cool stuff on board. It's more of just putting the content on this stuff and doing the wiring, and then the Arduino code for the current voltage monitoring and charge monitoring and stuff like that for the onboard batteries. So that'll be what it'll be. It'll be basically a Pelican case, and we'll have a bunch of stuff in it. The satellite dish case is almost done. I just have to add the batteries to it. No, I didn't do a video on that yet. And the other one, I won't even go into it. It's been long enough tonight, I'm sure. Build mod hack, good show. Awesome stuff. All right, guys. Well, have a great week. There's 2 videos coming out on the channel. Here's a sneak peek for you that are here. There's 2 videos coming out on the channel tomorrow. On Friday, you will get, it's a video editing tip for the audio mixing, which is a lot of content creators watch the channel, and it was highly requested, so I put that out, as well as there'll be a small vlog video come out of my trip to Mexico that I just got back from. The vlogs don't do well on this channel, but some people like them, and I learn a lot by making them. It helps me make my videos better, so I'm going to publish 2 tomorrow, first time in a while. So cheers, guys. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic evening. I will catch up with you on Monday night on the live show. Cheers. And not so gracefully before I get to turn this off. Cheers again.